Justin, just curious if you tuned in last night and what it was like to watch NFL football back on TV after this crazy year.
I did tune in. It was fun because I never thought we would get to this moment. So to actually see this moment and realize we play Sunday, it was actually a good feeling to actually see football and sports.
Joel Erickson?
Yeah, Justin, does them switching coordinators change your role at all or how you look at guys, or are you just kind of looking at, the players?
Well, we have nothing to go off of, just so we have no choice but to actually just study the players because it's not like they played any preseason games, so we have no idea how they want to do things. So we're just going to have to just do our jobs and play technique football and wait to see how they attack us and make adjustments on the fly.
Zach Kiefer?
Justin, what have you learned about this roster that you didn't know when you guys gathered for camp about a month ago? And how would you compare this roster with last year's team?
I think it's too early to say. I know the talent is crazy. I definitely think we have all kind of talent from offense, defense, and special team. All phases. Chris Ballard do a great job of getting talent in the room. So I'm just excited to see how we can play together because we know the game of football. You got to play as a team. I don't care how many individual talents you have out there that's played amazing. You can have 11 Hall of Famers that don't play on the same page. It'll do you no good. So we just got to play together as a group. And I'm excited to see that happen on Sunday.
Mike Chappell?
Yeah, Justin, you mentioned you were maybe surprised that you got to this point in the league. So you had questions in the offseason that you'd be able to play because of all that was going on around you?
I think everybody did. It was so much – we didn't know until a couple of weeks ahead of time if we were showing up for training camp. So it's just the whole world had concerns about if we was going to play football or not.
George Bremer?
We kind of asked this question to Philip earlier, but I'm wondering too, when was the last time that you prepared for a game and an opponent with no film of their current personnel?
I don't think I ever had this. Yeah, this is the first time for me. Maybe a Phil went through it as my rookie year because we came in from a lockout, and so there was no off season. So things were changing around. He may face the opponent then with new coaches that had they even had the preseason then. So I'm not sure. I know this is definitely the first time for me.
We'll go one more, Jim Aiello.
Yeah, Justin, more on that was just, is that going to, when you come off the sidelines or off the field onto the sidelines, is that going to be more intense conversations during the early part of the game? And I assume, halftime might be even more kind of crazy because you're finally seeing what the Jaguars are actually doing.
No, it's just communicating. You communicate whether you know what they're doing or even if you don't know what they're doing. You just want to make sure everybody on the same page and make sure everybody see the same thing. So whether if it's something new they running or something we have seen already, we still going to communicate regardless. So the conversation would be the same, making sure everybody on the same page and understand what we have to do.